Hi, so if you're a Cancer born June 21st to July 22nd, what can you expect for the month of April 2015? Let's tune in and find out. Okay, so right away, Cancer, I want to bring to your attention that there is a total lunar eclipse on Friday, or well, I shouldn't say the date, right, because it's different with the timeline here, on April 4th in Libra. So a total lunar eclipse on April 4th in Libra. So what does that mean to you? For a Cancer, it's the moon's energy, and Cancers are very sensitive, and this has to do with emotions. So this is an eclipse, which means you may feel a lot of intense emotions, and specifically for you, it may have to do in the area of your self-esteem, your personality. You may feel personally affronted. So there may be people who push your buttons, or people who gossip about you. So there's this energy that's coming up around the 4th that you may have to deal with, where something may come back to you about something that somebody else said, or something that someone else did, and it's untrue. They've either taken your words and twisted them, or for their own advantage, right? It could be that, or it could be some other underlying murky stuff. But we're dealing with darker emotions here, and dealing with kind of like this negative energy. And all the signs are, right, with this full total lunar eclipse. So your job is just have the awareness that this is kind of going on, and it'll be a little uncomfortable, but not take it really to heart, right? You want to kind of peel yourself away from whatever those shenanigans are, whatever gets back to you, or whatever, it may even be in your face, because it's a very intense energy. Your job is to not take it in. Just observe it, see it for what it is, step back, and if it needs to be addressed, then address it. But do your best not to pour any energy into it, or to really light the fire, because it's already going to be lit, and you don't want to make it blow up. Eclipses are all about beginning and endings. So this could be the ending of a relationship. It could be the ending of the way that you handle things. It could be the ending of you allowing people to walk on you. It could be the ending of your unwillingness to stand up for yourself. So a lot of times these eclipses are used to help us personally develop what we need to be, or what we need to change about ourselves. So just keep that awareness that whatever is going on, that you want to look and see, what do I need to do? What do I need to do for me? What is my spirit asking me to do? Is this fair? Is this right? And what do I need? And how can I address this situation in the calmest and best way possible, right? So you want to stay unplugged from whatever's going on, and you just want to have that awareness. So, generally these things happen anywhere from a few days before, so it could be happening already now, or just recently happened, or up until all 10 days past, or they even say 30 days past. So it's one of these things that I don't want you to be on the defense and looking for it, but just know that there's going to be some stuff that's stirred up. It's going to come out in the open. You're going to see it, and you're going to hear about it, and then you'll be able to deal with it if and when that happens, okay? So relationships for you, Cancer, this month can be a little sticky. They can feel a little, they're close relationships, and generally they're the ones that you want to keep. And so these could be business relationships. They could be colleagues. They could be somebody that you're trying to impress. So you would just want to be aware of what's going on here, and not overreact or react too quickly. So the best thing to do is, whatever you hear, you want to take a deep breath, and you want to not react right away. You want to just pull back, kind of sit with it, and before you respond. That's the best advice. Now, if you're looking for a relationship, let's look at your relationships in terms of Cancers who have partnerships, Cancers who are married or in partnerships, long-term partnerships. Let's see what April has in store for you. Oh, it's really nice energy. I see you kind of being pulled in by your loved one, and it's very sweet, and it's very nice. And there's some honesty, which is really nice. You can also expect some positive things around April 17th. So there may be some positive things happening on that particular day with you and your special significant other. Overall, I don't feel like there's any problems. I feel like you may even have some extra time to give to that loved one. There may be some opportunities, or if you're somebody who has children, the kids may be gone, or there may just be some openings where you can have more romance or a deeper connection with your partner this month. Now, for those of you that are looking for a relationship, what can you expect? Romantic relationship, right? Well, it feels like there is some a lot of energy again around this 4th, and so this can bring out the best in you, or it can bring out the beast in you. So you want to be aware that you'll be in a heightened state around this April 4th time, which is I want you to be cautious, because it's one of those things that we can do something when we get caught up in the energy that maybe it's not so great, or we don't feel so great about ourselves. If we just caught up and we just go with it, and then the next day you're kind of tiptoeing out, and maybe you don't feel so good about that. Or maybe you do. So it's up to you. But I'm just saying that it makes you maybe do some things that you wouldn't normally do. So just be aware of that energy. There's a lot of romance in the air for you. I think Cancers, you guys are so sweet and you have such a big heart that there's going to be a lot of opportunity for romance this month. But let's look at long-term romance, which is more what you want. So the best opportunity for long-term romance in April feels more towards the end of the month, when things settle down a little bit. There's a calmer, the universe is less volatile, okay? So you're more likely to pick an appropriate partner. You're less likely to get caught up in a one-night stand, or date the married man or woman, or the person who's a confirmed, just confirmed that they're not going, and they're not going to be monogamous, and yet you want to be that. So, right there out of the gates, it's not a good match. So those are the kind of energy fields that you could get pulled in early in the month. If you wait and pass towards the end of the month, you're going to have a much better playing field to choose from, okay? Now, as far as your career and money goes, Cancer, there's a lot of money coming at you. Like, people are pushing money at you. So it's a lot of opportunity for money to come in. Your job is nothing to do. It's like enjoy. I like that. That's nice, Cancer. So you're just being asked to follow through, do your part, do what you're supposed to do. Stay responsible, stay on top of things. Like a good employee or a good host would be, giving it your best for the money that's coming to you. I'm just seeing if there's some additional money, surprise money. Yeah, there's some surprise money for you. You may see it very early on in the first week of April, around the 10th or the 12th possibly. You may see some surprise money. It could come in from gifts, dividends, taxes, things of that nature. My fierce 4-pound Yorkie trying to alert me to dangerous behavior on the street. Sorry about that. So hang on just a second. Let me see if I can calm her down. So these conversations, that you want to be aware of in your romance and with your money, is something that it's just really like, if you stay the course, you do a good job, you're going to get more for it. And then we talked about new money coming in, possible new money from dividends and taxes and surprise refunds, that sort of thing. It could even be something that a coupon that you filled out 6 months ago and you get a $100 rebate. That can be small things too. So not just the big stuff, but it can also be small things. So surprise money coming in is nice. Let's see what else is for Cancer. In terms of your health. Cancer, I feel like you're doing much better. I feel like there feels like there's more of a steadiness in your system. You feel like there's an opportunity for April to really be more open and blooming and to really have things go well. So the health does feel like, if you're not doing well now, it does feel like it's going to improve in April. There's also going to be some new things that may be revealed for you towards the end of the month, because, as we know, we have this eclipse that is endings and beginnings. So you may find yourself letting go of some regimes that don't work anymore, whether it's bad behaviors around food, or whether it's you're somebody who's really ill and there's a protocol that hasn't been working for you and now you get a new protocol. There may be something like that for you. So there's some adjustments that are going to happen for you that are really good. So I like your health as well. And then let's look at the unexpected. Yeah, so it feels like there can be some unexpected romance happening for you around the weekend of the 4th, 5th, 6th. So there's a lot of energy there. There could be somebody new that you meet and or connect with that you haven't met before. It could even be that your social circles are starting to kind of intertwine with another one, like somebody here, and all of a sudden you go over there, there's somebody that's been around them. So it's kind of like this person that's been around that you know of but haven't really had a chance to spend too much time with. You may find yourself having an opportunity to spend more time with them. So kind of like somebody who's close by but you don't know well, that sort of situation. So that's kind of a nice surprise for those of you that are looking for something interesting to happen. There could be some more surprise trips after the 15th. It feels like you're more in control after the 15th of your schedule and having more opportunity to do things. It feels potentially there could be even an invitation for you, a surprise invitation around the 20th, 23rd, something like that. It doesn't feel like there's much cost to you. It feels really nice. Maybe somebody who has a second home and says, come join me. So if you get there, everything else is paid for. So it feels like, for a little bit of money, you can have a really nice trip. So it might be something like that. So just keep your eyes open for it. If it shows up, absolutely go for it. It'll be a lot of fun and really nice time. So all in all, Cancers, I really feel like this month is going to be good for you. There's going to be, a little frayed energies in the beginning of the month where you feel a little out of sorts or uneven. That's a little bit of Libra's energy as well. And the reason the Libra energy is there because that totally lunar eclipse is happening in the sign of Libra. And Libra's tendencies are to go back and forth and to be a little indecisive and have some insecurity. And of course, Cancers, we know that that's one of your traits too, that you're very sensitive and underneath. So you want to be aware that if that's amplified a little bit, it's not all you. And our job here, right, is not to be our zodiac sign, but to rise above the sign. So the more consciousness we can have about, wow, that's really not all me, I'm feeling that way, but I'm just going to push it away, blow it off, and rise above it. That's really what you want to do. You want to, with any time we're feeling out of sorts, we want to just kind of check ourselves and get back to neutral, right? And that's the way that we can rise above our sign and not be controlled by the zodiac. The only reason, that I do these readings is to help give us some insight so that we're not caught by our sign, so we're not stuck in the way that our sign thinks we're supposed to be. So I hope you found it helpful. And if you like this, please share it with your friends. Please like it on Facebook. And thank you for watching. Have an amazing month, and I'll connect with you again next month. And hopefully the Yorkie will be quiet.